I'm here to walk you through a beautiful sun salutation sequence today. It's going to be a short class and just to help you build up the strength in sun salutations, because in any foundational practice of a yang style yoga, this is key, sun salutations, and then everything stems off from here. So I'm going to walk you through, we're going to do a little bit of movement, start to work through the strength in our upper body, and just allow yourself to work within the limits of your practice today. And if you want to take some of the options that I'm offering you to go a little deeper, then go ahead. So this is something you can do over and over again, allowing yourself to maybe put your favorite music on once you have done this practice a few times. So let's get started, and I'll see you on the mat. Let's begin in a standing position, allowing the feet to just be evenly weighted, so maybe about hip width apart or a little bit more or less depending on how you're feeling. And just lift up the toes and then lower them down, lifting up and lowering down. And then doing that just a few times just to wake up and feel into the soles of your feet. Any yoga practice is really about grounding ourselves through our feet. So you want to start to rock through the feet, allowing the toes to perhaps lift still, feeling yourself moving into your heels. A sense of grounding through even weight for all four corners of each foot. Just take a moment to swing. And then come into your center so you feel the weight through each corner of the foot, all four corners, and then down through the center of the heel. Start to lift up through the side body. Give your shoulders a big roll up and down, and maybe wiggle the head and give everything a shake. Wake it up. Soften through the knees, wiggle, wiggle. And then let's take a big inhale, rising up here. Bring the palms together, lengthen up, bend the elbows, bring the arms out, and your gaze in front of you. Take an inhale here and soften through the knees and just start to fold forward. Allow your head to do a little shake from side to side, maybe the upper body twists. Keep the knees really soft. And then gently send your hips back like you're sitting in a chair and start to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come up over the head here. Big stretch, and then hands back down. And then allow yourself just to rock on those feet again, starting to come up and lifting the heels up. If you can keep your arms up above your head, then allow them to stay there. Just allowing ourselves to continue to open up and strengthen the upper body and warm up those feet. So lifting up, heels up onto the toes. 2 more times like that. And then slowly bring it down, lift the toes one last time, bring the arms down, roll those shoulders and shake it out. And let's start to flow through a sun salutation A. So we inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, lengthen your spine, send your gaze up. Exhale, soften, bend the knees and slowly fold forward. Bring the chin to the chest. Inhale here and lift your hands up to your thighs, look forward. Pushing the hands back here, allow yourself to feel long through the crown of the head. Then exhale down. And let's walk back to tabletop position and come through a few cat-cows here. So rounding the spine, dropping the belly, looking up, just feeling yourself moving and waving the spine. Up and down, waking everything up. Bring it back to center. If you like to keep your toes tucked, then do that. Otherwise, untuck and then flip the palms. Really important to warm up the wrists in these practices. For each side. Okay. And let's step ourselves up into plank. Holding in the plank position here just for a moment. You can drop the knees down until you feel your core strength working. So you want the core to be taking the weight. You don't want yourself to be shaking too much. So take your option. Take an inhale, push the floor away with your hands. I am strong. And then we drop our knees, bend the elbows and peel the body down, thighs first, and then lower the upper body down. Gently point the toes and lift yourself up just a little away from the floor, baby cobra here. And then tuck your toes and float yourself back to your first downward dog. And start to just walk it out, lifting the heels and really accentuating that lift. So one heel comes off the ground, the other one pulls down, and you're really bending into the knees. Allowing yourself just to feel into the hips, calf muscles, pushing the floor away with your palms again. Just play in this position for a few more moments. Deep inhales and exhales. And then let the heels reach down. You have the option to reach the heels or bend the knees, which gives us a really great back stretch. You can focus on length in the spine if you're bending the knees. And then exhale back down to tabletop. And bring the big toes to touch and bring it back to child's pose. Wiggle the fingers, rotate the wrists here. Wave the body side to side. And then lengthen those fingertips forward, look in between your hands, send the hips back to the heels. Nice big stretch through the spine and the lower back. Inhale through to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift yourself up. Walk your feet towards your hands. Soften through the knees, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands to thighs, look forward. Exhale down. And then roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the arms up over your head, palms together. Send your gaze up to the sky and drop your head back slightly. Push into the feet, maybe you're rocking here. And then bring it back to center. Start to bring the hands down through your midline. Anchor the thumbs at the heart. Take a breath, maybe close the eyes, adjust the feet. Feel that sense of grounding through your feet, evenly weighted, lifting up through your center. Big inhale. And let's go again. Bring the hands down. Inhale, arms up. Lengthen. Exhale, fold, soft knees. Hands to thighs, halfway lift. Exhale down. This time you can step straight back to plank or into your tabletop. Find what feels comfortable. Now you're welcome just to hold here, knees up or down. If you'd like to try something a little bit more, you can lift the right leg up. Hold through here, pushing the floor away with your hands. Feel that core strength engage. And exhale, foot down. Lift up the left leg. Pushing the floor away, big inhale. Exhale the foot down, peel the body down. Now dropping through the knees, bend the elbows, slowly let the upper body take the weight. Point the toes into a bigger cobra, maybe a little higher now. Just find where it feels comfortable. You don't want to be having your shoulders up here. You want to feel long and open, so you're either coming up just above the ground or a little bit higher. And then open the throat. Exhale back, downward dog. Push into the feet slowly, walking your way, adjustments here. And just lifting the heels off the ground at the same time, up and down. Push the floor away, feel the calf muscles engage, creating some strength here. Last one. And then bring the heels down, push into your palms. Heels reaching towards the floor. Now bend your knees, exhaling, looking in between your hands. Step forward, forward fold. Soften through the knees. Try to let your upper body lay towards your thighs. So bending the knees as much as you need to bring that upper body down. And then inhale, bring the arms behind you, interlacing and lifting the arms up. Head drops down. And then exhale it down, straightening the legs a little, coming to that halfway lift. And then fold it down. And roll it up slowly. Allow your hands to come up here. And we're just going to do one side bend, lean to one side. And then lengthen back up through your center. Exhale over to the other side. And then back up to the center, palms up, look up and open your throat. Drop the head back slightly. Close it all down, gently bending the elbows, draw the hands to the heart. Close the eyes, adjust your feet. Allow yourself to feel that sense of grounding, the energy moving through the body. Okay, breathing into the balloon of the belly, inhale. Softly open eyes, let's flow again. Arms up. Lengthening, looking up, pushing through your feet. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Hands to thighs, that's halfway lift again. And then exhale it down. Planting the fingertips, walk it back to your plank. And roll into the plank, letting the hips drop down one more time. Take a big inhale here. And this time I'm going to do a small variation. So I want you to drop your knees down, peel the body down, point the toes, lift up into your cobra. And then tuck your toes, lift back up into plank, and then back to downward dog. So just trying that out, that's something to try to work towards as we get stronger. Now just adjusting yourself, allow yourself just to rock a little bit, moving the head, looking under each arm. And then let's take a few moments just to be here in this pose, allowing yourself just to adjust and find more comfort with each adjustment. So maybe you're bending the elbows, bending the knees, lifting up, allowing yourself to push the floor away with those palms. Feeling the strength in your upper body, lengthening through the spine. Take one more breath. And let's bend the knees again. Now this time you're going to try to hop your feet to your hands, or you can walk, depending on how you're feeling today. So bend the knees, push it back like you're going to start to run, and then gently push into your hands, hop forward, and then forward fold. Come to your halfway lift, and then forward fold again. And just start to trace the hands side to side like an elephant trunk, rocking it gently. Soften those knees, give the head a good shake. And then maybe let your hands just grab behind the legs and pull yourself together. Then around to your last halfway lift, looking forward, flattening that back. Exhale down and roll it up. Push into your feet, arms up over the head, palms together. Now as you bend to one side, just gently lift the other leg off the ground, just a little. Bring it back to center, lengthen. Over to the other side, lift it up, back down. And then bring it through your center, anchor the hands at the heart, close down the eyes, take a breath, pushing the palms together. Feel that sense of grounding through your feet, maybe lift the toes up and then spread them down again. Take a few breaths and notice how the body feels. Where is the energy moving? Where's the vibration? And then gently allow yourself to open the eyes, drop the hands down, and just move the body around. Oop, or fall over. So as you practice this, you allow yourself to keep flowing and add things. So you would have noticed that in the practice, I allowed myself to lift a leg up in the plank. And that takes time to build strength in the core and the upper body. You can also practice lifting your leg up in the downward dog, where it becomes more an advanced practice. You can also do the third option with the cobra, going down to cobra and then back up to your plank and then to your downward dog. So the options here to play So as I mentioned, do the video a few times and then start to practice on your own. Allow yourself to put your favorite music on, maybe find a yoga playlist on one of your streaming channels like Spotify or any of those extra bits out there. And then just play and see what comes. And really 10-15 minutes of sun salutations a day with a little wrist release by pulling the hand away from the arm to create space, and then a massage will be amazing for your upper body strength over time, and it will also just help you warm up all the body systems. So really helpful in conjunction with the strength training program. This kind of yang style yoga is a foundational practice. So good luck and keep going, yogis, and have a beautiful day.